So like I said, I have a Smartboard version, basically, of what you guys did. So we're going to kind of go through it. We're going to fill in these boxes. And as we go along, if there is something that either you don't have correct in your sheet, or something that you just have blank, fill it in or fix it. Fill it in or fix it. Make sure you got the right information in your sheet. So we'll go ahead and get started. What is the definition of a phrase? What is a phrase? Brandon, what's a phrase?
It's one group of words that create subject, predicate,
Alright, go write it up on the board. A small group of words lacking either a subject, a predicate, or both. If you do not have that definition down for a phrase, you should. Actually, Brandon, before you go sit down, could you actually click the next button on the screen over there? So next part, write 3 examples of phrases that were not in your notes. So what are 3 examples of phrases that were not in your notes? What's an example? Let's see here. Lindsay get number 1, Ethan get number 2, Mia get number 3. You can't hold the marker. You can only hold 1 marker at a time. Just keep going. Just read it. Just read it.
There.
Fish where?
What's a phrase? Remember we talked about a phrase that is lacking a subject or a predicate or both. So you're gonna write down those. Alright, so we have like Emily. Oh wait, I never call on Emily. It's the
No!
Ball. All right. So let's take a look at our phrases here. Fish wears. Is this a phrase? No, it's not. What do we have here? What is this?
Subject.
A subject. What does the fish do?
Where?
It wears. So we have a verb, which means you have a predicate. So you have a subject and a predicate. This is not a phrase. This is a clause. This is not a phrase. It is technically a clause. It has a subject and a predicate. So we need to change this. We can change off wears. And how should we do fish?
Fish does. Why'd I go back?
I'm gonna go watch this on YouTube. You're writing the word.
Fish in ocean. Fish in ocean. That could be fine. So we don't have anything the fish does. There's no action that the fish is doing. So we have no verb. So Now we have a correct phrase in here. Number 2, the dog. Is that a phrase?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a group of words. It has a subject, right? But it doesn't have a predicate. So it's just the dog. What about it? Wow.
What was that?
All right, number 3. Is number caught ball? Is that a phrase?
No. Yeah. No.
Yes, it is.
What?
Yes, it is. Do we know who caught the ball?
No.
No, so we don't have a subject. We know what they caught, but that's a direct object. That's different. So we know the verb caught and what they caught, the ball. So we have a predicate, caught ball. But we don't know who did it. So there's no subject. Just because there's a noun doesn't mean that there's a subject. So caught ball. That is a phrase. Alright. Next one. Moving on. What is the definition of a clause? Now that I just sort of mentioned a clause. What's the definition of a clause?
A group of words having both the subject and a predicate.
Alright, write it down on the board. I've been trying to find the gigantic, the red circle with the cross through, the X through it or whatever.
No.
I've been trying to find it to put over Santa since it's not a Santa Claus. I could, but it would just take time.
Take time. You could erase that. Come on, Jack Walsh, erase it. A group of circle dots.
Alright. Calm down. Guys, quiet down. It is actually what's really interesting is to watch it either on this monitor here or on the laptop, because you don't see anybody actually writing it. I've also found a new way of turning this into an HTML format, which means HTML. What it means is that when I post it onto the Dropbox online, you can basically watch this like as it's being set up. So as all the lines are being written on there. So it's alright. A group of words having both a subject and a predicate. So now we need some examples of clauses. I got this one. 3 examples of clauses. Jada, grab number 1. Kendall, grab number 2. Manali, you want to grab number 3?
No.
No? Alright, number 3. Skylar, grab number 3. Alright, go on now.
What? That's 2 words.
Let's take a look at our clauses. Number 1. Number 1. I saw a dog. Is this a clause? Yes. What's the subject of this clause?
Dog.
I. And what did I do?
Saw.
Saw, right? So we have a predicate. I saw. We have a verb, we have a subject, we have a verb. I saw. So this one is a clause. Number 2, what is the subject of this? He ate the apple. Is that a clause? Yes. Do we have a subject?
Yes.
What is it? He. And what did he do? Ate. So we have a verb, we have a predicate. Number 3, it cried. Is this a clause? Yes. Do we have a subject? Yes. And do we have a verb? Cried. It's a clause. So now we're moving on to our next section, a noun phrase. I skipped over independent and dependent clauses because we're going to come back and talk about those later because we're going to spend more time on clauses. But we skipped it for right now. So a noun phrase. A noun
Can I give an example?
phrase. Jessica, what's a noun phrase?
Wait, do we have to write it?
Yeah.
I'll write it for her. I'll write it for
Nah.
A group of words with a noun as the main word of the phrase.
Okay, a group of words with a noun as the main word of the phrase. All right, go ahead and write that down. Does anybody have anything different?
Yes.
Does anybody have anything different? Esther, what do you have?
I wrote a phrase that could act as noun.
That is also correct. So if you have space, Esther, I'm going to have you write yours as soon as Jessica's done writing yours. Because there are two definitions for a noun phrase. One, the first one is a group of words with a noun as the main word, which is the one that most of you probably have. The other definition is a group of words that could be used as a noun, or a phrase that could be used as a noun. That is also an acceptable answer. That's just going to write it down.
What's new? Why are you writing now?
Nice.
Something
Do we,
big egg.
do we not, do I need to move you guys?
No.
Because it's getting really distracting.
It's getting really annoying too.
Whoa. I got it covered. Thank you. When I want you guys to start teaching class, I'll let you know. Great. Esther, go ahead and write yours. So you have a group of words with the noun as the main word. That is one definition, yes. Well, there are two.
Use a different color. You put it on the floor. What? She wrote on a very different world. What if it's a book about the meaning of work? Oh my god. I'm going to get 3 life lectures every single day.
Alright, get going, go. Alright, a phrase that can act as a noun or acts as a noun. Exactly. So we have another definition, which is also accurate. If you do not have this second, if you don't have both definitions, you should have both of them written down. You need to have both. You're going to want to know both. So I'm going to give you guys just a couple of seconds to write the second definition down if you don't have it. You're going to want both definitions. Second definition, a phrase that can act as a noun or that acts as a noun.
Please. Don't make me laugh.
Alright, so now we need some examples of noun phrases. Phrases where the noun is either the main word or a phrase that can act as a noun. I got 1 volunteer, 2 volunteers. I'll go right number 1. Brandon, grab number 2. I know, but if you wrote 1 down on your page, it's probably not going to be the same as what they wrote. Lindsay, grab number 3.
What? She already won. She won like 2 times.
So did Bree.
Oh my god. What? Oh, okay. Can I go next? I got the wrong way down. The laughing children. They're distracting us. The laughing just goes. What? Nothing. My handwriting is beautiful. Is the rat so It's the worst thing in the world. That is so weird. It's the dumbest. That looks like a demon. No, absolutely not. Which one? Yeah, I'm not writing that one.
And you shouldn't write this one. Does anybody know why you shouldn't write this one?
Because it's not a noun phrase.
Manala, why should you not write it? Why should you not write this one down? It's a sentence, not a noun phrase. Not a noun phrase.
If it was true, it would have been. It's not true. Right? That's like it's true. It would have been right.
All right. So, it is not a noun phrase. It was a sentence. It had a verb in it. The only thing you were supposed to do, you had to come up with a noun phrase, which is a series of words, like we have in our top two here. The laughing children. The laughing modifies children. Talks about children. Their modifiers. The angry animals. The and angry modify animals. So we need to have something else in here. We could have
Small people. Ever. What? Best day ever. You're writing it in that. Mr. Big,
all right. It could be anybody. With that. So we have now. We have a noun phrase. Now we have a noun phrase. It's a phrase. It doesn't have. It has a subject but no predicate. It ends in a noun, and it has modifiers to talk about the noun. All right. We'll finish this when you guys get back. It could be Mr. Brown. Very. Mr. Brown is actually very cool. Oh, you want it? I would recycle it off for a no, right on my.
JB does stuff.
But JB. No, don't do that, Kendall. Look at you, you broke it. JB plus 1B equals. Get in trouble. 1B. Dude, there's. Woo! Why is it not working? Because it didn't work. It's just one thing. It did work. Oh, it worked, right? So, stop and I turn the hair on it. Light. I better control it. I really thought it was
The worst teacher. Change it to the worst.
Why? Someone will notice. The best series ever, Miss K. Miss K. Easily changed.
No. Teacher. Mr. B. Mr. B. No, put W. Put W. Put W. Mr. Fish. Mr. B is Mr. Fish.
No, Mr. I guessed it. I knew what you said. Can't you see us trying?
No. Ha ha ha.
Literally.
You're a failure,
Ready,
Kendall.
ready?
Kendall, I'm
That's a simple algebra.
What? Kendall, I'm a socialist.
One B.
That's just a beaver, no.
One beaver. When Justin Bieber and my friend had a baby. Ta-da!
Dude!
No, that's why they had a spaghetti. Beaver on a simple algebra. One person was Justin Bieber equals gay 1B. 1B.
What next year? Best
What
day in the world.
There's a
that
word.
way.
There's no word.
World, yes. Why not? One week is like material.
Woo! Square.
One,
You're not one. Right. interruption is the worst thing ever, and I said that out loud the whole.
Lauren, did you quit down the stairs? Yeah. What is a modifier? This is where we left off. What is a modifier? What is a modifier?
Some more words in a noun phrase apart from the noun, and they give additional information about the noun.
Excellent. Write it down.
I got it different. Yeah, I just wrote no. I got it for every single time.
Ladies and gentlemen, quiet down.
What is that? Can I have one?
Quiet down.
What? You have strawberries and tomatoes. Yeah, and we don't have apples. Yeah.
Whoa! Alright, first off,
He's a teacher, but.
A, that is correct, Kendall. I am a teacher, you are students. B, I don't even know how many of you I catch on a regular basis eating from underneath your desk in your classroom. Like little bunny rabbits. Like I'm blind, you can't see it. Alright. The only thing I can say about that is at least when I do it, I'm being honest about it. I'm not trying to hide it. No, I'm eating. Yes, I am hungry. I haven't eaten anything since 6:30 this morning. So okay, I'm hungry. That's just simple. Alright, so modifier. Guys, we need to get back on track. We are way off track. We need to get back on track. Because we're not going to get through, we only have a little bit further to go on this before we start what we're doing next. So, modifier. Some more words in a noun phrase apart from the noun. What's the other part that they do? Because you had another part to it, right?
Yeah, they give additional information about
Additional information.
Can I write it? No. You wrote on the book.
They give additional information. So that is what a modifier does. It's some more words in a noun phrase apart from the noun. All the other words in a noun phrase apart from the noun. And those words give additional information to the noun or to the noun phrase. So, there are two types of modifiers. There are two types of modifiers. Aditi, grab one, Jack, grab the other one.
For me? No.
No, Jack, I'm sorry, Grant. Grant, grab the other one. Sorry, I was looking at Jack. Alright.
You didn't even get it yet. Jack could have just not said anything and why not?
Three modifiers.
What the wrong thing is? Morning with Duncan. What?
And if we have pre something, we must have a post modifier.
Someone threw a debt. What is that?
What is a pre-modifier? I didn't write this on your sheet, but can somebody tell me what's a pre-modifier? Lindsay. Right? And what's a post modifier? Warren. Okay. Words after the noun. We got our pre-modifiers and our post-modifiers. Now we need to put the pre-modifiers into position. They are out of order. They are all messed up. We need to put them into order. You need to go put them in order.
No! Wrong person! That was the wrong person. Ordinal first. Ordinal first. Ordinal. Yeah, I know. Ordinal. Isn't like ordinal first. Please use your knuckle.
Alright, good job. Is that the correct order? Yes. For some reason there was some discussion in my first group about whether or not these were in the correct order, but these are. This is correct. We have determiner. We have ordinal. We have quantifier, even though it's spelled wrong. And then we have adjective. That is the correct order. I am missing noun. Noun should go after adjective. Yes. Lindsay, yes.
I wrote them because I thought I was wrong, so I crossed them all out and then they were right.
I'm sorry. Jen, what's your question?
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could do like she's a 10.
Okay.
10, Ollie.
So we need to write 3 examples of noun phrases using all of the pre-modifiers. Now, here's the key. We need to make sure that we are using all of them. I've had a couple so far that we're not using all of them. Here. Jada grabbed 1, Lauren grabbed 2, Emily grabbed 3.
Yeah! But you never call on her.
I know.
Put her back down. No, no. It's not true. It's true. I've only got one. We'll drive around there.
I realize that.
Stop.
7 beautiful dogs.
7
Stop the world has dogs.
Quiet down. Guys, if 2 pieces. Only 1 pen and 1.
I know that one.
Now the dog is so She just said
2 else.
20.
Alright, really quickly, I want to take a look at our phrases before we move on. I think this is, let me just double check, I think this is the last one we're going to do. Yep, this is the last one we're going to do today. Before we move on to our next thing. So let's look at our phrases real quick. Those 7 beautiful dogs finally stopped barking. Okay? So let's check our order of everything. Those, what is those? It's a determiner, right? So we got that. What comes next?
An ordinal.
Ordinal. 7 is 7 an ordinal?
Quantifier. No, it's a quantifier.
It's a quantifier, so we're missing an ordinal. What ordinal should we put in here? Those.
Huge. Those
Guys, you guys are just yelling out words without actually thinking about it. Ordinals tell the order of something. So by saying huge or cool, are those ordinals? Do they say what order they come in? No. So we need words to talk about order. What order they come in?
Last.
Last. is a adverb that talks about when they stop. So we have those last, that's our ordinal. 7, that's our quantifier. Beautiful is our adjective, right? And then we have dogs, which is our noun. So we have a noun phrase right there. Number 2, these. What is these? Determiner. What about first? Ordinal. Guys. These is a determiner. First is an ordinal. 20, quantifier. Black is an adjective, and dogs is our noun. Number 3, the last 5 smart dogs. The is what? Determiner. Last is ordinal. 5, quantifier. Smart, adjective, and then we finally have our noun. So those are correct. If yours don't look like that, they should. Please modify them. Okay, I'm going to give you just probably less than 10 seconds to make any modifications that you might need to make, and then we are closing out of this. Same thing we do every day, Pinky, trying to take over the world. Okay. Please put this away. Please put this away. Do not throw this away. Do not lose this. This will help you on the test that's probably coming up shortly. So do not get rid of this. It will help you on a quiz or a test. It might be coming up. Maybe next week sometime. Possibly on Tuesday or Wednesday.
That's very descriptive.
It's all possible. All right. Once you put this up, or put this away, please take out your conflict cause and effect sheet, your conflict graphic organizer that we started working on Monday, that I passed out to you on Monday for your new story. And then please take out the textbook. You should all have textbooks underneath your desk. Skeleton keys. Or keys, sorry, skeleton keys. 3 skeleton keys. If there's not a book on the desk,
Full dictionary.
alright. Page 39. Is where you can see page 39? Is where the story starts, actually. So, what you guys are doing now is you are reading through the rest of the story. Finish filling out your sheet. So if you have not started reading the story for one reason or another, start. If you have started, return where you are and finish reading the story and fill out your sheet. Remember, you need to not only fill it out, you also need to write and answer the questions at the very bottom. You need to do the 5 questions like we've already done. I don't think we'll all finish right there. We might finish the reading very well. Some of you may finish something. Alright, get to work. Guys, 39 is the page that starts on. Guys, nobody should be talking while you're reading. Mr.